Mana Webster universitetiga xush kelibsizlar. Webster universiteti bu 1915-yilda tashkil topgan. St. Louis shahrida joylashgan, Missouri shtati. Yerda 7000 ga yaqin talabasi bor. Juda ko'p Osiyoda, Yevropada hamda O'zbekistonda ham o'sha kampuslari bor. Eng katta kampuslardan biri O'zbekistondagi kampus. Nechta boshqa AQShning boshqa shtatlarida ham bu Webster universitetini kampuslari bor. Bu xususiy universitet hisoblanadi. Bu yerda asosan shu Computer Science, College of Humanities and Social Sciences, jurnalistika fakulteti juda ham rivojlangan fakultetlardan biri hisoblanadi. Mana hozir bu main building, mana shu rektorat bo'ladi. Mana Webster universitetida hozir jurnalistika fakultetiga keldik.
Right here, this is our equipment inventory.
Oh, equipment, okay. For media school, yeah? Hi.
So this is where students come to check out cameras and microphones and tripods and recording devices.
So they can take it to make some studies, case studies?
Yeah. Make films.
So at the same time, how many students can take? How many cameras or equipments you have? You can provide students simultaneously?
Simultaneously. Dozens and dozens.
Dozens, okay, much, yes.
How many students could check out equipment simultaneously?
Mana hamma gaplashib turing, hamma оборудование bor bu yerda. Endi men jurnalist emasman, lekin umuman olganda hamma оборудование bor. Jurnalistika sohasi bu yerda o'sha amaliyot bilan chambarchas bog'liq holda o'rganiladi. Mana jurnalistika fakultetini aylanib yuribmiz. Mana doktor Erik fakultet dekani aylantirib yuribdilar. So here the media commons. Okay. So what takes place here?
So this is a multi-purpose, multimedia room.
Okay.
So it can be a classroom, it can be a lecture hall, it can be a TV studio.
Okay.
So we have a news desk here.
Okay.
And, a monitor screen behind it.
So they can sit here and make simulation classes, yes?
Yeah. And back here, we have our TV cameras, and this is the control system. This is a TV studio in a box.
Okay.
It's on wheels. We can roll it wherever we need it, anywhere in the building.
Okay. Can they, for example, if in the city there is some events, can they take cameras to just cover the news about this event?
They can field cameras.
Field cameras.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Do you do this kind of stuff for national your TV? Is there any orders from them?
No, we have some of our students are doing internships with professional news agency. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Very impressive. Mana bu radio studiyasi ekan. Okay, radio studio, yeah. Okay, podcasting. So you do here and it is transmitted to where? Is it just...
We don't have an antenna, so we're not really transmitting, but students can produce radio shows and podcasts here.
Okay. Okay. So good. Very nice. Mana bu devorlarda o'sha talabalarning amaliyot o'tgandan keyin kelib mana bu yerda fikrlari yozilgan ekan. Juda ham katta mana doska bor ekan bu yerda devorda. Shu devorda studentlar kelib xohlagan narsasini bir yozib o'zini fikrlarini bayon etishi mumkin ekan.
So this is...
Hi, how are you? Hi.
In this classroom, you see all the furniture is moving.
Okay.
You can rearrange it however you want.
To fit into the curriculum of the class, yes?
Today, yeah.
Okay, what they are doing, just sitting and discussing. This is a real class, yes?
This is a real class, yeah.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
This is our sound stage.
So, what is it for?
Soundstage.
Soundstage?
For making films.
Ah, okay, for making films.
Yeah.
So it's under construction right now?
Yeah. Yeah, well, we built the equipment cage, and so you have a pipe grid, and then the lights will be hung from the pipe grid.
Okay.
This here is an LED video wall.
Okay.
So that's a 4K screen, a giant 4K screen, and it's connected to a server.
Okay.
This is a virtual cinema system. So the server runs the same software as video games use. And so it projects a 3D realistic image on the screen.
Okay.
You put props and actors in front of it.
Ah, okay.
And then
so you can be anywhere.
Yes. So you see these are motion detectors on these tripods, and there's a motion detector on the camera.
Yes.
A sensor on the camera. And so then when you move the camera, it adjusts the screen so you get a natural
Okay. What technology
view.
Is it? It's new technology.
Yeah, it's called virtual cinema.
Virtual cinema.
Yeah.
I can be.
То есть ko'rdinglar bu yerda mana bu ekranda shunaqa virtual cinema. To есть turib bu yerda orqa tomondan xohlagan manzarani, xohlagan screen deydi o'sha scene ssenariyni, manzarani ko'rish mumkin. Bu yerda turib o'sha mana misol uchun Samarqandda ashula aytmoqchi bo'lsa, ashulachi orqada Samarqandni qilib beradi. Mana shu turib o'sha Samarqandga bormasdan Samarqandda ashula aytgandek bo'ladi. Yes. Mana misol uchun misol tariqasida.
This was shot here.
Oh my god, this is freaking
metro.
So he's in the metro.
He's standing
because of this screen.
Right.
He's standing here.
He's standing here with his hand on a mic stand.
Ko'rdinglar, mana metroda sразу orqadan shu ekran shunaqa qilib beradiki, любой joyda turasiz, orqada o'sha virtual reality deydi. Yeah, it's very impressive. So you can be here and shoot a video, any film, without going outside.
Yeah.
Any film.
Yeah.
Impressive. Very much.
So we just built this 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
And that's the students did that work last week.
Oh.
So they're
last week.
We're just learning how to use it.
Okay.
How much this costs to create this studio? This studio.
Oh, the whole project was several $million.
Several $million.
Yeah. This screen was a few $100,000.
Few $100,000.
Yeah.
So this studio is?
This is audio.
Audio studio.
Yeah.
Okay. Audio studio.
We still have to move the equipment in.
Okay. So
but there'll be 3 rooms here.
What they do, students?
Live room.
Okay.
With a musician to play.
Okay.
3 control rooms and 3 isolation booths.
Excellent.
So, and everything networked here in this central machine rack.
That's why you see 3+1 is students still should come.
Yeah.
I changed my mind while saying 1 year in Webster in Tashkent, but they have to come here to enjoy all these facilities.
Whoa.
It's a new?
Yeah, this is brand new.
Mana Webster universiteti ovoz yozish studiyasi. I think this is also several $100.
Yeah.
Yeah? Several $100,000. Yeah, impressive. Mana Webster universitetini kutubxonasiga kirib kelyapmiz. So,
corporations donate money to build the building. Emerson Electric is one, so the building was named
Oh, really?
Emerson
Okay.
Library.
So, how much money spent to build? Do you know the exact number?
I want to say about 17 million total.
17 million dollars.
Yes.
Okay.
It might be
Impressive.
less,
But generally, approximately, yeah? Okay.
So it opened in 2003.
2003.
Yes.
Okay. Mana 17 million dollar ketgan kutubxona.
So your bags, is there anything we can put it behind the desk?
Could you tell me about your library?
Yes, so our library was built in 2003. It is 5 levels. We have a collection of roughly a little bit over 200,000 physical items.
Okay.
And our electronic library is, with everything included, a little bit over, I want to say 600,000 items. Is that correct?
600,000 books,
Books.
and then
Okay.
ebooks.
And then we have journals and databases for our students worldwide to access as well. So as you see our library around you, we have study rooms for people to go into individually or in small groups.
Okay.
And let's see if
No one is
someone's
here.
in. So we have different rooms for people to study in, and that way they can talk
Yes.
and converse on various study projects, as well as open areas for people just to sit and read, look at the view, have a little bit of a relaxing time away from perhaps their dormitory. So they have an additional space to go if they want to, of course, study, or if they just want to get books on something that interests them, that has nothing to do with their academics. We do have popular items as well.
Okay.
And we even have things such as video games, but we also have a video game course and computer game design. So it does go along with our curriculum, but it also, some people just come over and play it for fun.
Okay.
The 3rd and 4th floor are quiet floors, so I'm being a little loud right now. But all across here, you will have areas for people to study. And we are on the Library of Congress classification system, and on this floor, we have letters N through Z, so this is the very last part of our collection. So this, you are going to have the majority of the P's, so this is all of our literature and arts, and this is where you also find computer science and the Q's. And lots
Computer
of
science where you have.
QA is,
QA, yeah.
is computer science.
Okay.
Science would be, I believe, the H's, maybe a little.
Which
So what is it?
These are the donors who funded the library when it was built. So we have
This
the
is
1
1 million
plus
plus?
donors, and then smaller amounts. We're very proud. One of our professors gave us $1 million. She had saved her money and she was about to retire, and she wanted
This is
to make...
Gen America Financial.
Yes.
So, okay.
The Department of Education gave us a large grant. George Herbert Walker, who was a former ambassador, he's a President Bush's brother, cousin.
Cousin,
And
okay.
he was
President
an
Bush's
ambassador.
cousin, yeah,
Yes,
okay.
he was an ambassador.
He
to
also
Hungary.
donated, yeah?
Yes.
1 million plus. Okay,
So we honor the donors here.
interesting, yes.
This is
And this-
not a quiet floor. This is a collaborative floor, so we can be noisy here. This is the research desk, and Dave is the research
Hi, how are you?
librarian on duty.
What does it mean, research help? So,
He's helping students with research. So they might walk up to the desk, they might call. He's also monitoring email questions, and we have chat that's 24/7. So any time of day or night, students can get support. So that's all happening.
what kind of support you mean?
They can email us and say they have to write a paper, or chat with us and say, I have to write a paper on climate change. Where do I start? And we'll tell them, go
okay,
to the
then
library
you-
website, let's go to this database.
Okay.
How are we going to narrow this down?
So your job is not only just to give books, yes, to find
Right.
where the books are, but also to direct, for example, what kind of books are useful for them to cover the
Exactly.
topic, for example, climate change.
We spend over $1 million a year on our library databases and our journals, so we really want to make sure students use them, but they're not as easy to use as Google, so students do need some support
Okay.
to navigate
To
all of that.
navigate them, yes. Okay.
And then before the pandemic, there were computers at every space. We moved the computers to have a little bit more space around everyone. We've also got printing here. We have free printing in the library. But these computers are free to students. They can come in, sit down, and use a computer.
Okay.
Try one more articles, databases, and so this will search. We're just calling it World Cat. There we go. Acceptance. No.
So freeing from the territorial trap.
So if anybody in the U.S.
Here, the first one.
This is it.
Yes. So
Ulug'bek Azizov.
yeah.
So it is dissertation 2015.
Yes.
And then it's going to tell me that it's held in 43 libraries, probably mostly in the United States. These are the nearest libraries to us in
University
St.
of
Louis.
Kansas. So
Kansas, DePaul, up in Chicago.
so it means this
Michigan
book
State.
is
So it
in
is-
these
it is
in these
in these
universities,
collections.
Michigan State
And then we
University.
could borrow them if we choose to.
So how long does it take to just if someone borrows from here takes time to get
It does take a little bit of time because this is probably going to involve the mail, the post office.
Let's
so less than a
let's
week.
check further what the libraries know. I mean,
Oh,
what libraries?
more
So
libraries,
University of Oklahoma.
So Michigan, Emory, which is down in Atlanta,
Okay.
Duke,
In Duke University also, my book, yeah?
yes, in North Carolina, Florida, Library of Congress in Washington,
oh, really?
D.C.
What a proud to have.
You
this
should be.
library.
That is impressive.
Cornell University.
University of Wyoming,
Most in the United States, yeah?
Harvard,
In Harvard also.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
Tufts, Brigham Young.
Miami.
Here we get some Canadian, University of Alberta, University of California.
So, the student of Webster University can borrow, yeah? By
Yes.
clicking,
Mhm.
does it pay? Does
If
he
there,
pay?
no, the students will do it for free. If there is a charge, the library covers it.
Ah, okay,
We have
it's
a
for
little bit
free.
of budget to cover that.
And how long he can keep this book and to
That
go?
depends on the library that we're borrowing it from. So if we borrow it from Stanford, they might say you can keep it 3 weeks.
3 weeks and then?
And
okay.
then we can either have to renew it or
Renew
return
or
it.
return, yes? Okay,
Sometimes libraries give us a little bit longer.
interesting.
But you're in the Library of Congress. I am so impressed.
Thank you. Mana hozir bir ko'rib tekshirdik o'sha bizda kitob ham bormi yo'qmi? Hozir bu yerda yo'q ekan, lekin interloan servisi bor. Bularni aynan o'sha universitet, Amerika Qo'shma Shtatlaridagi universitetlardan olishi mana hozir bir qator 40 ta Amerikan universitetlarida bor ekan, Garvardda ham. Shunaqa, shuning uchun juda ham qiziq sistema hamda universitetlari mana shu bu yerda kitob bo'lmasa bemalol Amerika Qo'shma Shtatlari doirasida bemalol kitoblarni olish imkoniga ega bo'lishadi. Juda ham qiziq.
This-
So what part of the
So
library
this is an alcove for students with disabilities. So students who are blind or may have some other kind of learning difficulty. There are special programs on these computers that will help them.
So how it
they
works?
have, like, for example, here's a scanner. They can scan an article and then convert it with the program, and it will read it to the student.
Ah, okay.
This is a camera and there's a TV, so if they have a book, they could put it under here and they could blow it up so big so that if they have some vision, they
okay.
can read it.
Juda ham qiziq. Bu yerda mana o'sha ko'rish qobiliyati past talabalar bo'lsa, mana bu yerda kitob qo'yib kattalashtirib berish yoki o'sha ovozli mana bu yerda skaner orqali nechita o'sha maqolani skaner qilib turib, mana bu yerda computer reads, yes?
Yes.
Computer
yes.
reads.
Or it'll convert it to an MP3 file. The student
MP3
can
file,
download it and read it.
MP3 ga o'girib o'sha audio bor yozilgan tekstlarni audio materialga o'girib turib, mana shu nechit ko'rish qobiliyati yo'q past talabalarga aynan shu narsani nechit ovoz orqali eshitib tushunishga yordam beradigan tizim.
We also have talk to text. So occasionally we'll have a student who may fall down and break their arm and they can't type very well. These have a program where if you talk, it's going to type it for you.
Very interesting.
The Academic Resource Center arranges these programs. They have them over in their facility, but we're open longer hours, so we have copies here too.
Okay, interesting. So what part of the library this?
This is called the Curriculum Library, and it's specifically meant for students who are studying to become teachers.
Teachers.
So if they're teaching 7- and 8-year-old students, they might need some picture books to do a lesson on science.
Yeah.
And so there's children's literature here, there's children's non-fiction, so they can pull the books.
Aynan Webster universitetida juda ham o'sha pedagog yo'nalishi rivojlangan. Mana bu yerda o'sha curriculum, bu yerda o'sha maktabda o'qitiladigan adabiyotlar berilgan. Bu adabiyotlarni aynan shu pedagoglar tahlil qiladi. Tahlil qilib mana o'sha curriculum deydi. O'sha qanday fanlarni o'qitish, qanday o'qitish, samarali yo'llarini umuman shu adabiyotlarda o'z aksini topganmi, topmagan bo'lsa kelajakda mana shu dasturlar yaratish, shu nuqtai nazardan mana juda ham qiziq. Aynan bu narsani biz ham jahon tillarida albatta bu narsani qilamiz, chunki bizda ham o'sha xorij tillarini o'qitish bo'yicha pedagoglar yetishib chiqadi. Aynan shuning uchun o'sha maktab programmalari, umuman o'sha curriculum development darslari bizda ham bo'ladi, lekin biz o'ylaymizki mana shu qismi juda ham muhim hisoblanadi. Aynan o'sha maktabdagi adabiyotlarda o'sha xorij tili bo'yicha adabiyotlarning kontentini tahlil qiladigan bir burchak kelajakda biz ham buni yaratamiz. This is
we call it our listening viewing area. It's our media area. So DVDs, music, CDs.
Okay. This is for music students or
it varies. We have a strong film studies program.
Film study program.
So we get all of the Academy Award winners and the Cannes Film Festival winners.
Okay.
So we have a lot of popular films. We have an animation program, so we get all the animated films that come out.
The students just watch or they analyze for analysis purposes. They take it.
It could be both. It could start a discussion.
Discussions,
so a faculty
okay.
member might assign them to watch a film, or a faculty member might reserve it and check it out and show it in the class.
Juda ham qiziq. Bu yerda mana jurnalistika fakultetida o'sha film yo'nalishi bor. Bu yerda filmlar bor. Mana shu DVD filmlarni olib, bular o'sha tahlil qilishga, umuman educational purposes deydi, o'sha ta'lim uchun o'sha kinolarni tahlil qilishga juda ham ko'p marta resurs bor ekan.
We have a few VHS players because that's
okay, this room for playing, yes, recording.
Yes, we have a few of them.
Mana bu yerda xona bor, bu yerda mana shu disklarni mana shu yerda diskussiya qilib, ko'rib, o'sha xalqaro jurnalistika fakultetining o'sha film yo'nalishidagi talabalar bu yerda kirib bemalol o'zlarini ta'lim olishlari mumkin.
We do have a video game program.
Video game program, yeah.
Studying video game design. So this plays video games. We check out video games, we collect them, and students can play them in here. We've got the PlayStation and the Wii and the Xbox.
So they just play or they just what?
Some students just come here to relax, and some students do it for academic purposes, maybe to study the strategy of a game or how the animation is done in a game.
Okay.
So it could be educational, sometimes it's just for fun.
Bu yerda o'sha jurnalistika fakultetida shu yo'nalish ham bor, o'sha gaming yo'nalishi. Aynan bu yerda o'sha nimalarni tahlil qilib, strategiyalarini tahlil qilib, o'sha gamelarni, bor gamelarni, o'sha o'yinlarni, onlayn o'yinlarni tahlil qilib, o'zlarining ta'lim yo'nalishlari uchun ham tahlil qilib, ana shu ta'lim olishadi hamda kelajakda yangi o'sha o'yinlar, strategiyalar, yangi qanaqadir strategiyalarga asoslangan o'sha o'yinlarni yaratishda xizmat qiladigan bir xona ekan. Okay? So, thank you very much for showing us the great library. It is very much, how to say, motivating for students to learn more and more. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're so honored to have you here.
Thank you. Mana переговорlardan chiqdik. O'ylaymanki, mana shu qisqa videolar orqali ushbu universitet haqida fikrlar yuritdik. Ushbu universitetning o'sha facilities deydi, yaratilgan talabalarga sharoit haqida fikrlar yuritdik. O'ylaymanki, mana jahon tillari universiteti talabalariga va boshqa talabalarga bir motivatsion bir video bo'ldi deb o'ylayman. Albatta bu o'sha Amerika Qo'shma Shtatlaridagi ta'lim tizimi, umuman yaratilgan sharoitlar haqida bir videoyimiz sizga manzur bo'ldi deb o'ylayman. Katta rahmat.